Hey everyone, I did it! Yay! Welcome back to part 2 of my Doctor Who Junk Tardis playset review. I've actually been able to finish it this time, so I apologise for the absolutely embarrassing attempt. Uh, Me and instructions, yeah, they don't go too well together, but yep, it's fully constructed, it's fully finished. So, let's take a look. Well, first of all, I just want to say it looks really nice. It's nothing too like wow or oh my god about, but yeah, it's really nice actually. It's very simple in its design, but yet it works. So, sadly, one thing I will say about this is there are no lights and sound effects, which I think would have really made this, but I believe this was £20 when it was first released. So actually, for what you're getting, that's actually a pretty good price, and I got it for 5p less. So yeah, and that was including postage. So let's have a closer look at the console, and I have to say I'm really impressed with the amount of detail they've included. The paint is quite basic, however, I will say, like on the mirrors, I do wish they could have maybe just given some white or some silver just to differentiate it a little bit. But you do also have this little gauge here, and yeah, just all the various different bits and bobs that they've used. I love the shower head and the keyboard. That's one of my favorite things. What's cool about this is because the rotor is removable. There it is. And the detail's actually quite impressive, I have to say. Then you've got all that circuitry. It's a shame it's all in the one colour, and I don't understand where this colour has come from, because I'm sure in the story it's like dark grey. So yeah, you just kind of slot it in, but if you're playing with it, you can, I suppose, make the rotor go up and down, but personally I wouldn't do that. So you've got really nice detail on the cardboard. You know, it looks just like it does in the episode. It's quite compact, actually. I thought it was going to be bigger. I think this would really sit on the shelf quite nicely along with your other figures. I don't have an 11th Doctor, but I'll just bring in a 10th Doctor figure. So you see, you know, it's he only just doesn't bang his head on this bit. So yeah, you could put a Doctor in there. You could have a Dalek if you wanted to, just to give you guys a sort of brief understanding of it. And then here it is compared to the 11th Doctor's TARDIS exterior. So as you can see, it's height-wise, it's actually smaller than the TARDIS, and width, yeah, it's not, it's barely any wider than it. So it's really compact, which I do really like. Actually, it's just a nice little set, and what's even cooler is they've even included I have to pop these little things in. There we go. They've even included the detail on the back. Excuse me, guys, as I crease my cardboard beyond repair. That's better. Yeah, they've even included all the detail on the back, and that's really cool. I love the kind of rusted and mutated look it has. Like, you've got the hexagon style shape, and then you have the classic circles, so it really gives you this feel as though this has been built from various different TARDISes, which is the whole point, because it's meant to same pattern on the inside, only you've got more of a blue, which I really like, almost like part of it's glowing. And now obviously the main feature of this is it is flight control. So this little thing here rotates and you grab at the top and then, can I do this on camera? And you spin, just like it does in the story. So yeah, you want to make sure everything's securely attached before you do this. And another thing that it comes included with are these straps. Now I've seen, I'm going to use the 10th Doctor, but I've seen there's also these little slots in the floor where you're supposed to place people. I've seen a lot of people struggle with these, so it'd be interesting to see how well I do. Assume you just put it through. Oh, and he dropped his screwdriver. Don't know if they can fit him actually. See, I'm just wondering if he can grab them because, you know, the hand is sculpted to hold. Yeah, that might work. He's barely attached, but here we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, that actually works surprisingly well. What I've done is I've got the hand to grab them so that it's not just, you know, it's actually holding on. I've seen a lot of people struggle to keep the figures on when you spin. But no, that actually works surprisingly well. So yeah, I stand corrected. But I love the attention to detail on it. I love the console, and you've also got this nice little feature where you can remove this panel. There's no detail on the inside, but there is detail there. They've put a sticker to make it look like the lights, like it does in the actual story. It has a shape which this just slots into, so you see it. You see this kind of thing on lots of playhouses and stuff. Yeah, as I said, the time rotor is removable because the 11th, there's that scene where the 11th Doctor is actually carrying it. So, like I said, if you have the 11th Doctor and if you have, her name completely escapes me, but the TARDIS in human form, the woman, this will look really good on your shelf. And quite honestly, this looks better than the 11th Doctor's TARDIS playset. So, yeah, this would be the third and last TARDIS playset we would ever get from Character Options, and we're highly unlikely to get another one. I know fans have been screaming out for a Classic Who TARDIS playset. The chances of that happening are pretty much next to none at this point because, you know, Doctor Who's lost popularity and it's obvious that their budget isn't what it was because we're only having 4 sets this year as far as been announced so far, and that Character Online exclusive second Doctor and TARDIS set, which if you want to see the review of, you can check it out on this channel. But yeah, no, this is a nice set. I will say, is it a necessity? No, but I'm glad to have it. I've no idea where I'm going to put it, however, but I'm glad to have it. And I know many people have used this set as a custom for dioramas. They've made their own dioramas. Like one person made an Asylum of the Daleks diorama where he took the column out and he made all the walls dark and thing, and he put chains and rust and bits of metal everywhere. It looked really good. Yeah. Very, very cool. So, overall, what do I think of this TARDIS set? Well, do I love it? Not really. Do I dislike it? Not at all. I just kind of think it's a nice thing to have. I was putting off getting one. I had so many opportunities to get one before. I think the last time I tried to get one, I think it ended up selling for 30, so I was glad I didn't actually, because I've got it for less than 20 quid, which I think given what it is actually the price that you should get it for. You know, don't pay some of the silly prices that people are asking for this. I have a feeling that this wasn't too popular back in the day. Not a lot of people bought it, so there's quite a few still out there if you're interested in tracking it down. That's not to knock it or put it down in any way, you know, just, yeah. So, I'm going to give this I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, to be honest. I'd love to give it higher, but I just don't think there's enough to it to justify that. But one thing I will say is it looks very good. You know, when I took it out the box, I thought, oh god, this looks a bit tatty. But actually, when you've put it together and, you know, you've got the walls and you've got... It's nice that they bothered to include the outside. You know, I didn't think they'd bother, to be honest. I mean, if it just looked like this, that would be something. But I suppose when you're a kid and you're playing with it, you want to be able to see the outside and, you know, not just blank white card. So yeah, very nice. Put your doctor in it and it looks good. Right, so I think that'll wrap it up for this review. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and check out my other videos, check out my other reviews, and let me know down in the comments what you think of this set. Did you pick it up back in the day, or do you still want to pick it up now? Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Stay safe and happy wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.